Here we are live at the 360 Vegas studios with this edition of School Police Talk. You might know the gentleman on the right, but you don't know the lady on the left. So, ma'am, please introduce us and tell us what it is that you do.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Gruby. I'm the CCSD Safe Routes to School Coordinator. So we operate an educational-based program to teach students K through 12 about traffic safety.
And you, sir, what is your name and tell us what it is that you do?
Lieutenant Brian Zink. I'm the Operations Lieutenant for our Region 3, and I'm also the Public Information Officer for the School District Police Department, as well as our Community Relations Supervisor.
Let's talk about the fact of exiting on the going part of the kissing, right? The kiss is in the morning and the going is that the way it is, right? The go is like it goes like school's over, get out of here now, right? I mean, like
dismissals are usually pretty crazy for about 20 minutes or so.
So dismissals, these kids are held up in a thing, even though they're hanging out with their friends and all that type of stuff, and sometimes the parents have prior obligations and things like this that they have to get to, and so when they're leaving, especially, every time, but I specifically want to talk about this time when it comes to the holidays, family is over and things like this, that people have to be very, very aware of the school safety and pedestrian safety, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing that comes to my mind with this type of year is that our days are shorter, so it's getting dark earlier. So by the time after school programs are done, it's pretty much it's dark, and it's hard. We need to let the students, especially our older students, know that hey, you need to be seen out on the roadways. So I know a lot of us wear dark clothing. I'm wearing black right now, and so but somehow, whether it's reflectors or lights,
just something.
Yeah, making sure you're walking against traffic. If you are walking, that's one tip too. It's just to make sure that you're seen by vehicles and cars, and that vehicles and cars are looking out during the holiday season.
Right, because we all have tinted windows because of where we live, and I think a lot of people forget how dark your windows are at night here, because now 4:30 by 5 o'clock, it's dark. And so a lot of times, especially if you're pulling into your neighborhood, and if somebody's not wearing something somewhat reflective, and you're looking at your tinted window, you may not see them when you make that left turn or right turn into your neighborhood. So it's, again, just be a good pedestrian. We're not saying you have to go out there and get a whole white suit or all reflective, but just some kind of light, or there's a lot of times when I'll go out cycling where I'll just put something around my ankle that's got a reflective strip on it. But now my bike's lit up like a Christmas tree when I go out because I ride early in the morning. But it's just put something reflective on.
Like if you're on a bike, you need to follow the rules of the road anyway. So you should have a white light on the front, a red light on the back with reflectors on the side. So
and then the main thing we've hit on a few times with pedestrians, especially if you're crossing a street, take the 10 seconds to look up from your phone. Or if you're listening to, something, music or something, just take that 10 seconds to make sure that the intersection is clear. Because we tell this all the time. Just because you have the right-of-way doesn't mean you're going to get the right-of-way. People don't pay attention. People don't know the laws. People expect, well, I'm in a car. Because I know when I was a kid, if I got to an intersection at the same time as a car, it used to be very common back then because they're bigger to wave the car through, right? Let the car go through, because they're going to go through that intersection a lot faster than I am walking. Nobody does that anymore. Now when you do that, people look at you like you're crazy. If you try to wave somebody through, I think they think you're going to carjack them or something. Yeah. So they're afraid. They're a little apprehensive of that. But that used to be more common. Now I think automatically everyone thinks, well, I'm a pedestrian. I got the right of way. I'm always going to get it 100% of the time. No. We've had several accidents. We've had several fatalities where somebody thought they just had the right of way, but they weren't given the right of way, and then unfortunately they ended up passing away. So just got to really pay attention, and don't trust drivers to constantly always do the right thing.
Yeah,
take out that.
We teach our students to make eye contact, but also to give a wave to the cars to make sure. And I'm like, if that car does not wave back at you, they do not see you. They might be looking at you, but maybe they're thinking about something else. So just give a friendly wave, and they'll wave you back.
I think the big problem is nobody watches the Little Rascals anymore.
Let's look right here, and then we'll wave goodbye. Okay. All right. See you later.
Thanks, Neil.